Have you ever wanted to have a means where you have money come to you, money flow to you, that you have multiple sources of income? Does the thought of multiple sources of income, multiple streams of income, does it interest you? Or have you ever thought of, okay, what's going to be like the perfect retirement plan I can have? Yes, we know that there are days where in the age of man, there's a time for active service where you work, and there is also a time where you're no longer as healthy or strong to do the work you used to do now, which is called the evening of one stage of life. Have you ever thought of, okay, well, what am I going to do at this stage of my life when I'm no longer physically strong enough to do all the things I used to do now? What's going to become of me? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can actually plan to create multiple sources of income for yourself, to add to what you're currently doing, and also maybe considering this as a perfect retirement plan, planning now for your future tomorrow. So don't go away. My name is Monica Oge Odiakose, and I help my clients to source for properties, real estate properties in fast developing areas where the return on their investment is going to be huge, so that they invest and get good returns on their investments. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips or 5 points why you should be considering investing in real estate. One of the reasons why you should be considering investing in real estate is, one is a proven system for wealth creation. What do I mean by that? If you check out the millionaires and the billionaires of our time, or even in the of previous time to come, almost all of them built their wealth via real estate. What I mean by real estate, I mean properties, land, houses. That's what I mean by real estate. So most of them built their form of wealth. They got their wealth by investing in real estate. And so when you look at this statistic, is a form of wealth creation where you're able to what? Generate wealth. When you have your wealth portfolio in real estate, you're able to what? Generate wealth. It's a proven system. It's a proven system that has worked and is still working. So if you ever have the thought of creating wealth, you should be considering investing in real estate. Another reason why you should consider investing in real estate is for capital preservation. What do I mean by capital preservation? Yeah, most people would want to maybe they have a project they want to do, they have a project they want to embark upon, and they say, okay, I will start saving my money. Where do I put my money so that I can gather it, and at the end I can now execute that project I want to go into? It might be you want to build an institution of learning, you want to build something, you want to give back to the society, you want to carry out a project, you want to have a foundation. Via real estate, you can actually put your money in real estate, and your money does not depreciate, it appreciates in value. So as it appreciates in value, you will have that capital to be able to execute that project that you want to do, that project of choice. As regard putting it in the bank, when you put it in the bank, the interest rate they will give you for savings is not as much as what you will get when you put it in real piece of real estate, which is houses, land, physical piece of real estate. That one, you're able to get a capital that you can be able to now put in whatever you want to, project that you want to embark upon. So real estate is where you can actually raise capital, preserve your capital, because the value doesn't depreciate, it appreciates. So you can also, okay, I'm going to hold a piece of property for the period of time, and when it has appreciated in value, I can now embark on this project, this massive project that I so desire to do. So the second reason why you should be considering investing in real estate is for capital preservation. The third, my third reason is for cash flow. Initially I talked about where you want to have streams of income. I'm talking about retirement. Cash flow is king. They said cash is king, but this is cash flow. cash flow is king, because cash, once it comes and you spend it, perhaps spending it in something that doesn't bring more money to you, it's exhausted, it's gone. Yeah, you got the value from it because you spend it on something you needed, something you wanted, and you got the value from it. But once it's spent, it's spent. But when you talk about cash flow, it means that it keeps coming. It keeps coming. So it's a form of investment where you embark on it and you start getting cash flow, money coming to you on like a regular basis. Take for instance, you have a rental property and you're being paid rent. Maybe you have stores and they pay you monthly, or you have houses, they pay you yearly, annually. You have that cash coming. One, you've done the work once, you've built that house once, you've built that shop once, you've built that store once, but money keeps coming in. You still keep having cash flow as a result of the investment you did some years back, some months back, some weeks back. You keep having cash flow. That brings me to the fourth top reasons why you should invest in real estate, which is what? Financial freedom. If you ever have the goal of becoming financially free, what do I mean by financially free? It means that your passive income is the money you make when you're not actively involved in that activity. When your passive income exceeds your expenses, your normal expenses you use, maybe for maintaining your lifestyle. So when I'm not talking about active income. Active income is the income you make when you're physically involved. You have a job, you go to work, at the end of the month you're being paid your salary. That's an active income. Why is it active? It means that if you don't show up for work, if you don't show up to your place of work, if you don't go to the office, you don't get paid. That's an active income. So it requires your physical presence. It requires you to be, you're a banker, you have to go to the bank. You are a seamstress, a tailor, you have to sew, you have to make those garments, make those clothes before you get paid. You're an engineer, you have to go to your place of work before you get paid. If you don't go to your place of work, you don't offer any value, you don't get paid. So that's an active income, which is very good. We all start from somewhere. We start as an active income, put in the money. When you generate that active income from there, you move part of it into investment so as to generate passive income. Because one thing we know for sure is that the energy we have at this stage of our life is not going to remain like this. The energy is going to go down. There will be a time where it's either you are retired or you are no longer working. You're not that strong enough to work. It's either you are retired. That means that your active years of service is okay. We need people that are more younger to come and work. We need people, we know, okay, you've spent like 35 years and those in service, you spent like 40 years. It's time for you to rest because your strength has gone down. You're not as active as the young people that are coming up. So it's either you're being retired or you're being retrenched. It happens like that. So there is a time in everyone's life where someone will get to that stage. It's either you're being sacked or you're being retired, maybe as a result of age. You're being sacked, you're still active, you can still get another place of work that you can do. But once you get to a particular age, you can no longer work again. Your services, you're already, due to age, you're not as strong as you used to be. So that's time, what's going to happen? So that period, you actually need what will take care of you. Instead of it to be depending on maybe your kids that are just still coming up. What's going to take care of you in that time? Because you've really worked hard on most parts of your life when you were active. So when you're no longer active, what are you going to rely on? So when you're talking about financial freedom, it means that while you are, whether you're active or not, or no longer active, whether you're in active service or no longer active service, it means that the money you make, the cash you make when you are not physically involved in that activity, where the money you make there is more than what's taking care of your living expenses. Like for instance, your living expenses for a month, when you calculate your accommodation, take for instance your accommodation, your rent for a place you stay, you calculate your light utility, your light bill, your water bill, your transportation, your feeding, your necessity, your health care. If you calculate everything, say in a month, what I spend on myself and my family in the entire whole month is about say 150,000 naira every month. That's what I spend on my upkeep, on my family And you will now have something, maybe perhaps a business, perhaps a piece of real estate that gives you the accrue altogether, that gives you like 180,000 naira every month. You have a business that you're not actively involved, you don't need to show up in that business, so you have a piece of real estate that gives you that kind of amount of money as a rental income every month. It gives you like 180,000. That 30,000 naira above is higher than the 30,000 naira is not like the profits from that. So your normal expenses for the month is 150,000 naira, and that of your passive income is 180,000 naira. So the difference is like 30,000 naira, because your passive income, which is the income you generate when you're not currently putting in that your effort, is exceeds or is higher than the money you use to maintain your lifestyle for the month. So when it exceeds it, then you know, okay, to some extent you'll say you're financially free. Then yeah, you still have some restrictions. So this cuts across, maybe you have a lifestyle you want to maintain, you want to travel maybe every month, you want to go to a place or resort, go for vacation, you want to visit a particular city, you want to extend hands and help your grandkids and all that, and you calculate everything that in a month you don't spend anything more less than 500,000, and you'll still be comfortable. And the money you get from your investments, the money you get from your businesses where you're not currently the one showing up to make that money come in, the money you get there is about 600 or 700,000. We'll say you're financially free, because then you can now maintain your lifestyle, the lifestyle you so desire, and you still have money coming in, whether you work or not, whether you show up in that place or not. So that's financial freedom. So what gives you that financial freedom? One way is through real estate, where you now have properties where the income you get from the properties now exceed your living expenses, then you can say you're financially free. Yeah, real estate is one way to be financially free. You have other ways to be, but they're very, very few. So one of the key ways, which is trusted and proven, is via real estate. So you should be considering it as part of your plans. So if you don't have it as a plan, you should be considering it, not investing in just one house or one plot of land. Investing where the money that is coming in, the cash flow that you are getting from it, exceeds your living expenses, then you can say you're financially free. So real estate gives you, when you invest in real estate, when you invest in real estate, then it's one of the advantages it gives you is it helps you on your path to financial freedom. So that's the fourth one. Then the fifth one on my list here is a real piece of asset, as I said, that appreciates in value. It appreciates in value. Take for instance, you buy a car. The moment you drive the car off the car shop, the price reduces, in the sense that if you buy the car 5 million, the moment you drive it out, nobody's going to buy it from you 5 million. It's just someone that doesn't know. So the person will buy it's not second hand. The person will be buying it for like 4 point something, 3 million. You get, because they feel that the value has appreciated. But when you invest in real estate, rather than it depreciating, it appreciates. A plot of land you buy for like 5 million today, you give it some months time, give it some years time, give it to a few years time, you can still sell that particular plot of land for like 10 million, 15 million. We'll see what's going on. It appreciates in value, so there's a lot of value. And talking about land is not something that the manufacturer is there. So once it's used. Do you get? So if you are not investing in real estate, you're doing yourself a disservice. No matter how late you start, you can start from where you are. You can start from where you are. So what we do every Thursday, we do hold a section on how to help you on your journey on investing in real estate. We hold that section every Thursday at 6 p.m. on our Facebook group. On our Facebook page, we hold a section every Thursday on ways to help you in investing in real estate. So try and look up, and we'll share a link on how you can go about that section and come on board to view this. So if you have any question, please feel free to drop it, and thank you for viewing this. I remain Monica Oge Odiakose, and bye for now.